Hey, everybody. Happy Wednesday, November 4th, day after election. Is anybody else tired? I stayed up a little bit. Yeah, well, probably about 11:30, probably an hour later than I normally stay up. And then I called it and I went to bed. And good thing because we're still waiting, but it appears that it appears that we will have an answer soon. So, but it's nice not having the ads today. If you're here, say hello. Hi, Carol. How are you? Um, I've just got a quick little card today to share for Coffee and a Card. Oh, you've been watching the Hallmark Channel since yesterday, Loopy. Good plan. Good plan. I was watching some taped things and I would switch back and forth and I would get too anxious. So I just, yeah. Somebody will tell me, hi, Julie. Somebody will tell me who the president is when that happens. I woke up this morning and I asked um, my husband, do we know who the president is? And he said, nope, we don't. So somebody tell me when it happens and we'll move forward. You should have a 4-year-old who does not have his blankie to sleep with. Oh, nuts, Donna. Sorry. Those babies, my little grandkids call them their babies, and I always make sure we have the babies. Oh, yeah, I bet the Hallmark Channel was good. I have a couple movies taped from there that I missed, some of the newer ones. I guess every Saturday and Sunday there's been a new one. So I've got a couple of them taped on there or saved on my DVR. I need to watch them. I'm going to flip the camera around. There we go. This is the little card we're going to make. Reminds me of a lumberjack. It's just a cute little Christmas card, and it uses the background stamp. Let me pull it out here so you can see the Buffalo Check background stamp, which is in the annual catalog. I love this background stamp. Buffalo Checks are really in right now. And it also uses the Winter Woods stamp set with the coordinating In the Woods dies. This is in the annual catalog, and it's a returning set, so there is no bundle price. But I just love this set. I don't think it's necessarily holiday. I think it's kind of winterish and all that. So I decided to just make a little card with it. I did add some little snowflakes on my black oval, and I took those from the Friesen Fun stamp set. I had to find some little snowflakes really quick, so I just grabbed this one because I had it. I also thought if I would have gotten out my chalk marker, I could have probably just drawn on some snowflakes. Okay, I did have one announcement. Here we go. The popularity of the curvy Christmas stamp set, it is unorderable at this time. However, Stampin' Up! Makes their own stamp sets in Kanab, Utah, and I imagine the elves at the factory there are working overtime to get that stamp set back online. The curvy, quite curvy bundle is fine. It was just the curvy Christmas stamp set. They underestimated how popular that would be. So, shame on them. If you were able to get it yesterday, congratulations. But if you still want it, don't worry. It'll be here. I will announce when it's back. They're anticipating November 16th, but somebody from home office kind of commented that, yeah, that's just a date, and she kind of insinuated that it would be sooner than that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. So to make the card, I have a basic black card base. I did some of my die cutting ahead of time. My screen is smaller than normal. Is it? It looks weird. Anyway, basic black card base. It's 5.5 by 8.5, and then I scored it at 4 1/4. And then I cut a piece of cherry cobbler out with the largest stitched rectangle die. So I took this largest die and cut it out so it would have, you know, little stitching around the edge. Hi, Connie. So we've got that, and we're going to stamp the buffalo check on it. And I always like to use my Stamparatus when I'm doing background stamping. But it's, you know, it's not necessary, but I like to use it so I can kind of make several impressions if I need to. And I'm going to just tape this down from the back side instead of using my magnets. As they'll just kind of get in the way. Might not have put enough tape down there. We're going to do some heat embossing today. We're going to do a lot of die cutting, which I did a bunch ahead of time, and some heat embossing. And then I'm just using my favorite black ink, which is the Memento Tuxedo black ink. And just a tip when you're doing a background stamp, I don't know if you can see, but if I do it like this, sometimes you see those lines on the edges, from the edges of the pad. So I like to kind of swirl it so I don't get those edges. And then just very gently kind of slide it over the surface. I'm not really lifting it up much so I don't get those lines. That's just a little tip for you. I am concerned that this tape isn't going to hold, so I'm going to add another. Thank you, Julie. I'm going to add another piece of washi, and then I think I will take a magnet and hold this down. There we go. Okay. We'll see if any of that works. I've seen several people have created some interesting ways of applying pressure to their Stamparatus. They've created little felt bottom things. That's pretty good, but I think I'll put one more. One more layer. So I need to look into that. Especially when you're using this big old surface stamp, you want to make sure you're getting even pressure everywhere. There we go. Looks pretty good. So we're done with that. Oops, sorry. I'll get rid of the stamp set. So I am going to just apply that layer onto my card front. I'm going to adhere it with some adhesive. I hope I haven't run out. That would be the way, wouldn't it? That's all right. We have spares. Lots of adhesive. I keep lots of adhesive. Okay, then for the tree and the ovals, the scalloped ovals, you probably can't see it on the camera. I did use the white, let me see if I have it handy so I can show you how it comes. I don't think I have it handy. I was too organized and I put everything away. I'll show you in the catalog. If you don't have an annual catalog, please, and you don't have your own Stampin' Up demonstrator, please let me know. I'd love to send you one. Okay, on page, I believe it's on this page. Yes, page 153. It's the Whisper Shimmery White paper. It's very good for watercoloring, but it has a little sparkle to it. It's not glimmer paper, but it has a little sparkle to it. And I use that for the tree and the ovals. So I cut the tree out with, did I show the dies yet? The stamp set in the woods has this beautiful realistic tree, and it has a die that will cut that out. It has dies, 3 dies to cut pine boughs, the little 2 dies to cut the pine cones out with, and then it's got this fun little tree that creates this little kind of a dimensional. It's got these little pop outs, and I did take my fingernail and kind of stretch them a little bit. So that's what I use to make the tree, is that die. So I've got my tree. I've got the largest scalloped oval die, and then I cut the next, just a plain oval die to put over top of that, and we're going to heat emboss some snowflakes on it. And then we'll go ahead and heat emboss our sentiment as well while we're at it. So I'm going to take some of this static away. And then I'm using some Versamark ink. And I have lost my little sheet. We'll use this. Oh, I have notes all over it. I meant to run up and get another coffee filter. I'll do it this way. Okay. So I am just going to put some snowflakes here, and I mentioned before that I just took this little snowflake stamp from the Freezin' Fun because it was just there and I just grabbed it really fast. I wanted some snowflakes on my oval to make it look like the snow was falling around my Christmas tree. And then I've got just a little scrap of basic black for the sentiment. I'm not sure. I should probably... I'm going to go ahead and do this first so this doesn't dry on me. And then we'll go ahead and stamp our snowflakes. And I'm just going to randomly, it's kind of hard to see. Stamp those on there randomly. And I have a little paintbrush. And I get a little extra. I missed a couple spots. I wonder if it's too late. I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna give it a go. Okay, let's try that. Okay, I think once we get our tree on there, it's gonna be good. We just want the appearance of snowflakes. Put this all away before it blows. Alrighty, I'm going to heat this up real quick. I apologize if it's too noisy. Snowflake sequins would be really cute too. You're right, Donna. In fact, the new ones in the holiday catalog, the little sequins, I need to get some of those because I've wanted them for a couple of projects recently, and I thought, man, if I had those snowflakes. And like I said, you could also use like a chalk marker. You have a chalk marker and just kind of draw some little asterisks looking snowflakes on there. Okay, let's get this one. I don't know. All right. Now we just have one die cutting to do. I didn't want to cut that out and then stamp it crooked, so I'm going to do that real quick, and then we can just assemble the card. Did you all get, if you signed up for the 12 Days of Christmas email subscription, did you all get that on Tuesday? Yesterday? Man, it seems like a week ago, but it was just yesterday. Hi, Debbie. If you signed up and did not get the email, it could be because you didn't opt in. If you signed up at the 12 Days of Christmas, then you would have gotten a confirmation email asking you just to confirm your email. So if you didn't get it yesterday, that might be the case, and I would just suggest that you go redo it if you can't find the email. I'll put the link in the comments below when I get off here. It's somewhere on my page, but I wouldn't begin to know where. Okay, for this little guy, I just adhered the embossed oval to the shimmery white scalloped oval. I don't know. I don't think the camera will pick it up. I think it's too fine, but there's just little sparkles on it. And then I didn't pop this up with anything. I just adhered it to the card front. And I put it kind of towards the top center. Trying to decide which side I want. I've got a couple mess ups on both, but it's snow. Nothing in nature is perfect. And then, like I said, this little die cut has these little pop outs, so I just kind of gently bend them, and it gives it a little dimension. I imagine they're supposed to represent boughs. And then I put the tree on there with the mini dimensionals. They seem to fit kind of right down the center of the tree. Some just kind of at the top. It's kind of showing. I'm going to move that little guy. Okay, and then I put the little tree over here toward the left bottom. And then I had cut out another scallop circle, and I'm getting these, I don't know if I showed y'all these. I just take it for granted, you know. The layering ovals. I use layering ovals, layering circles, or layering squares almost on every project. They are awesome. And I did pop those up with dimensionals. Did that kind of backwards, didn't I? And then for the sentiment, I used the mini dimensionals over on this side of the tag. So it would just sit on top of the little tree on the other side. There we go. And then we had to have something. So I made a little bow out of our real red linen trim. I went ahead and tied the bow. And I just used a mini glue dot for that. Seems to work the best for and I just kind of stuck it right down here at the corner. There we go. That was pretty easy. And then on the inside, I just put a piece of 4 by 5 1/4 Whisper White to stamp my sentiment. I left it blank, but you could use anything you want. Use it as a note card. Like I said, if you used a different sentiment, this wouldn't necessarily need to be a holiday card. It would just be kind of a winter themed card. So, and it reminds me of lumberjacks. Connie, you said no, neither Betty or me. Did you have a question? Or maybe you were answering one of my questions. Did anybody have a question? Before I log off today, I have a really fun project coming in Friday's email for the 12 days of Christmas. I was working on that this morning, and I have a few tweaks. And then I think I will maybe film a video for it, it's kind of easier sometimes to show how to do something than to write it down how to do something. So, but it's going to be really cute. and it's a technique that you can use for different things. So neither Betty or you got the email. Okay, Connie, I will look into that and I will message you about that. Like I said, if you didn't confirm your email, it might not have come. Hi, Kim. Thank you so much. So yeah, if you didn't get the 12 Days of Christmas email yesterday, it might be because you didn't confirm. You would have gotten an email saying, did you sign up for this? If you did, please confirm. So look in your junk mail maybe for that, or just try signing up again and it should work. But if you have a lot of trouble, let me know and I can just add you manually. I think I can do that. So the second day 2 will be out on Friday. I'm going to send them out on Tuesdays and Fridays, so they'll be opposite of my Monday Make It Monday and my Coffee and a Card Wednesday. So thank you all for hopping in today and commenting, and it's always good to chat with you, and we will talk to you soon. Bye bye.